Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are getting to the latest comeback from BTOB. Earlier we reacted to their fan song, Hi Beautiful. So this one is Love Today. I'm looking forward to it because, as I mentioned in that video, I've already bought this album. I can't listen to it yet because I haven't reacted to the song. So let's go check it out. I'm excited to see what the boys have for us here.
눈부신 그때의 우리 돌아갈 수 있을까? I see the sunrise breaking through the dark. 애써 숨짓던 수많은 시간과 외로움만이 남겨진 거리. But I know the truth. Let's turn the page, rewrite the lines tonight.
조각난 별빛이 왜 항상 투성인 건지 Wait you wait 손을 높이 들어봤자 휑한 바람만 스치우다 불안해져 밥 먹혀도 내일 꿈꾸고 싶어 내일은 한 번 저 하늘에 걸어둘래 I think I'm not too late Yeah I think I'm not too late 부딪혀봐 all the way
I like how we picked up and then toned it back just a little as we went to the chorus. They sound great.
어디쯤에 있을까? 어떤 하루 끝에 무너져 내릴 만큼 슬플 땐 조금은 쉬어가도 돼. 다른 무엇보다도 너를 믿기 Time to shine.
Love those little harmonies they do.
빛나는 모든 날.
Yeah, feels like I'm stuck in the dark, all alone and I've lost my spark. But everyone's got their own battles we know nothing about. So just keep moving forward, soldier that's in order. Don't backtrack, I'm not gonna fall back, no. No rearview mirror, I just need a breather. It's okay to take a break, it's okay. Yeah, little mind clear, let's go. I just need to find the light. Find the light. Yeah, I think I'ma be alright.
Alright, I can see the flashlights coming on at this part.
눈부신 그때의 우리 이대로도 충분해.
Hold on. Okay, I just wanted to make sure nothing was going to pop up the last couple of seconds. Okay, that was a gorgeous song. Yeah, message-wise, it seems like they're talking about finding the best in hard times. Now, we'll go into more of that when we go back through the second listen. But just from how the song makes you feel, at least how it made me feel, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of felt uplifting, which is something that BTOB is known for. You know, they're called healing idols. You know, they have this uplifting spirit and this warm aura to themselves and to their music. And I think that comes through once again in this song. It's really cool to see that they haven't lost who they are and what they are, despite the things that have happened and the members that have gone. If I'm not mistaken, I think one or two members will be coming back. I think they're just doing their own thing at the moment, but correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a little while since I looked into it. But let's go back and listen again, and we'll kind of go into the lyrics and part of the video here. So, Rain, we've talked about Rain multiple times on the channel because it's used so commonly as an image in the videos. You can either have a negative or a positive connotation with Rain, and in this one it seems more positive, even though it's more melancholy. The reason I say that is because you can either think of Rain as like something drowning, being sorrowful, something like that, or it can be like a light shower. It can represent hardship, or it can represent rebirth. And so here I think it's a little of both. It's got this sad, darkened overtone at the beginning, and the rain is falling, but the rain is falling gently. It's not a pour, a torrential downpour. It's not a thunderstorm of any sort. It's just like a refreshing rain. And then there's that drop of serenity. Also, we have the sunlight showing here. So it's a visual metaphor for that overall finding the light in a hard time, finding joy in darkness kind of thing. So now I don't know if this is contained within the video, like if the story is specific to this video, or if they're singing about their career, because it feels like they're talking about their career. Like they're saying, like, can we go back to when we were huge? Like, can we go back to when we were shining bright and everybody loved us, basically? And you've still got this rain going. The acoustic guitar is almost a sad string of chords that they're playing.
I see the sunrise breaking through the dark.
I see better things coming, even though sometimes I have to fake it.
But I know the truth. Let's turn the page, rewrite the lines.
So this part right here, let's turn the page. Both of these are the same metaphor for getting a fresh start, or for finding the silver lining, maybe. We're going to turn the page. Maybe everything that has led up to this point hasn't been so great, but we're going to start over, or we're going to rewrite it. We're going to change our own destiny.
Tonight.
Now, I had seen this, and I didn't know if the book actually was important, because it says the Covenant up here, and I thought maybe it might have been like a custom thing where, the book actually mattered. I think maybe the title matters. He's reading the Covenant, like the agreement, the sacred agreement between, a covenant is usually a sacred agreement between you and your God, or maybe you and a partner in the face of your chosen God. I don't know that the book itself is actually important here, though, because we're talking about Hendrik and education. Yeah, they're talking about some damn wagons. Yeah, I think maybe it's just the book title that mattered. Right. So why are things so hard? Why have I been through so much? This part here, when I reach up and only wind sweeps past, is a scene or an image that we see in a lot of Eastern Asian media, especially like Japanese anime, where someone is, maybe they're bored, maybe they're sad, whatever, but they're lying there and they're just reaching up, looking at the sky, and that maybe they grasp for something and there's nothing there, or maybe they just hold their hand up, looking for something, but nothing comes but the wind. And he calls it the empty wind, and sometimes we think of that as a reassuring presence, and other times it can be described as empty, like there's nothing there, it's just slipping through my fingers, like what am I really doing here? So even if anxiety, what does it say? Even if anxiety consumes me, I'll hang my name high in the sky. So like even if I'm afraid, I'm still gonna go for it. I'm still gonna make something of myself. Also, it's important, we saw the blowing of the petals, but they have this beautiful flower, and it's the only flower that I'm noticing, at least, in the midst of all of this darkness, and it's illuminated. All right, we have this like column of sunlight shining down on it, and this is a representation of you can bloom, you can find joy even in this dark time, in this dark place, when things maybe aren't going the way you hoped. Maybe you're going through a lot of difficult situations, but you can still shine, you can still bloom, you can still grow. Whatever aspect of this metaphor you want to take for yourself, that's what we're getting with this image. So when he says, I think I'm not too late, you know, sometimes we get that feeling of, you know, have I missed my chance? Whether it be to find happiness or to chase my dream or whatever, like, is it too late? And he's saying like, no, it's not too late. I'm not giving up on me. I'm not giving up on this. No matter what my anxiety tells me, I'm still going to face it head on. And there you see, as the music is picking up, so this image and the music picking up are fantastic put together, because the music picking up is giving you like this sense of hope. You know, it's getting faster, it's getting more energetic, so we're kind of leaving behind the sadness of that acoustic guitar, and we're moving forward with an energetic drum. And the image in the video of them dropping the umbrella, and now it's sunny, maybe there's still a little bit of rain and it's still a little bit of a tough time, but they're not hiding from it, they're embracing it, and they're moving forward. And then we go into the chorus of Everybody Love Today, which, from what I gathered, obviously we'll listen again as we're going, but from the first playthrough, I kind of took it in two ways. Everybody love today, as in like, choose today to love yourself, each other, whatever, but everybody love today. The other way I took that is love today, as in, you know, don't keep waiting for tomorrow. Don't hope for tomorrow. Enjoy today, love today, and make your happiness today. Also, image-wise here, we are getting a lot of greenery. We've got more sunlight. We've got this this glare coming across. We've got blossoms, and I think this might be a fruit. I don't know. But yeah, they're like, now the rain has given way to this lush green landscape. So let's keep going forward. Let's keep pushing through the hard times until we see the light. Let's keep going through the dark. So he's just kind of gently swaying, embracing that rain. And then here, the rain is more like a tranquil thing, like just like we had that like raindrop of serenity in the pond. It's clinging to the flower, the petals, and usually when we get this type of scenery, we're seeing something that is thriving after a storm, which matches up pretty well with what we're seeing and hearing in this song.
눈부신 그때의 우리
So this is an introspective part, like what's going on, where are we?
어디쯤에 있을까?
Still reflecting on like we used to shine so bright, we used to be successful, everybody used to love us. And earlier we had them thinking about that, but thinking, can we be that again? Now we've moved a little bit beyond that to, well, whether we can or can't, where do we stand in this moment? How do we move forward from here?
어떤 하루 끝에 무너져
Days are gonna be hard when you feel like giving up.
슬플 땐 조금은
Okay to take a break.
쉬어가도 돼. 다른 무엇보다도 너를
Gorgeous
믿기에
harmony there.
Time to shine 눈부실 만큼 빛나는 모든 날.
So this line here, every day will shine like a blinding light. Essentially, once you choose to believe in yourself and keep going, you'll be able to find that light.
Yeah, feels like I'm stuck in the dark, all alone and I've lost my spark. But everyone's got their own battles we know nothing about.
So this part is true. This is almost more of a mental health thing. You know, everyone's got their own battles we know nothing about. It also applies to certain handicaps. Like I'm not saying that's what he's singing about, but just extrapolating that to real life. You know, a lot of times we see people, I don't know, as a practical example, let's say you see somebody park in a handicap spot, but they get out and they don't have any obvious disabilities. But again, like he's saying, like people have their own battles. People have other handicaps or other mental issues that we don't know about. And so, you know, it's important to, one, focus on yourself and your own happiness, and two, not seek to take other people's happiness.
So just keep moving forward, soldier, that's an order. Don't backtrack, I'm not gonna fall back, no rearview mirror, I just need a breather.
So he talks about no backtracking. I'm not going back. So I'm not going to focus on the difficulties. I'm going to move forward. But no rear view mirror. He can't look back if he doesn't have a rear view mirror. You know, if you're driving, you take the rear view mirror out, you can't see behind you. It reminds me of, forget which general of antiquity did this. Maybe Alexander. But they were fighting a battle and they burned the bridges behind them so the soldiers wouldn't be able to leave. Also the story of the Trojan War, where the Greeks burned the boats that brought their army to the Trojan shores. Like, no, we're going for this right now. There's no retreat. There's no backup plan. You can't go back. You can't look back. The only way is forward. And it's the same concept here. And then I just need a breather. It's okay to take a break. Yeah, it's okay to focus on yourself. And if you realize that you're pushing yourself too hard, you know, it's important, even not just okay, but it's important that you acknowledge that and be able to kind of disconnect and heal a little bit before you keep going on. A little pain is good. Just like in the medical field, you know, if you have surgery on your arm and you start doing therapy, it's going to hurt. And you don't want to push it too far though, but you have to go through some pain to get progress. But you don't want to go through so much pain that you do more damage.
It's okay to take a break, it's okay, yeah, little mind clear. Let's go, I just need to find the light. Yeah, I think I'ma be alright.
So I love how we drop into this chorus too. It's the same drop with the build up, and then I mentioned this in the first playthrough. It sounds like the instrumentation, it sounds like we're building and building and building and building, but it seems like we're gonna keep building. But then once the chorus hits, it's actually like we've built and built and built, and then we scale it back just a little. Like we find just a touch of moderation instead of going all out, which both is effective for this kind of song, but it's also more in line with who they are. They're not a group that, you know, like ATs or Stray Kids or somebody like that, where, you know, they're going super high energy all the time. But yeah, the reason I specifically stopped here, though, and wanted to talk about that is because the rap we just had, we had Peniel talking about the hardships and looking back and then not being able to look back. And as he went through his rap, we progressed from darkness into light, and then we find this hopeful chorus again. He's holding a growing plant there.
걸어가요 그대로 빛이 보일 때까지 Everybody love today Everybody singing la 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 All up today Everybody singing la 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 Sing again, sing along Everybody singing la 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 Oh, I just wanna Everybody singing
By the way, this shot right here is exactly what I'm talking about, except usually when I was talking about like the feeling the empty wind earlier, but usually we see this when someone's like lying down in the grass or something. Also, I started talking about the title of that book, The Covenant, and what that might mean, but I forgot to finish that thought. I think the reason why it's important is because the covenant in this case is like this sacred covenant between them and themselves to keep trying to push forward. Making this promise to themselves that they will, face their hardships head on and keep going, and that they're encouraging us to do the same.
Everybody singing la 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 눈부신 그때의 우리
The ones who once shine brightly.
이대로도 충분해
And now we come to the acceptance part. Earlier we had the can we be that again? Then we had the, well, where do we stand in this moment? And now we have the, it doesn't matter. We're good enough. We are enough as we are. And that has to be enough. And we'll face the future going forward as who we are now. And that's not giving up. It's a strength of being able to accept who you are, where you are, what's happened to you, and how you've handled it, and being able to grow through it. Alright guys, that was Love Today from BTOB, and another fantastic song from the boys. Really enjoyed this one. Like I said, it had a really uplifting spirit to it. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. I think I went fairly in depth with the lyric there, at least in terms of the meaning that I'm getting from it. But let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, please like, share, hit the bell to enable your notifications, sub. All of that stuff is free. It helps the channel. Shout out to the Patreons. They'll be right up here. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you're not familiar, the link to Patreon is down below. Check it out. There's stuff over there I can't put here on the YouTube channel. Subscribers over there also get access to the things that I can't put here, as well as guaranteed prioritized requests get sent to the top of the request queue every month. Link to that queue is down below. And there's a link to PayPal down there as well. If you want to sponsor a request, but you don't want the benefits of Patreon, then you can get a one-time request done that way as well. So I will catch you guys for the next one. Thanks again for being here. Take care, everybody.